So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to talk to you today about something very important: calcium. This is especially true for those of you who are getting older. The building blocks of life. Calcium affects every part of your body, from your muscles to the steady beat of your heart. Calcium is not something that you can skip or that you can treat yourself to. It is actually necessary. It's true that milk can make your bones strong, and many of you have heard this since you were kids. Our bodies do change, though, as we age. There are more and more people who can't handle lactose, which can make milk less appealing because it can cause pain, bloating, and digestive problems. That being said, don't think that this means you will always be weak. Perhaps you're not taking advantage of all the other great calcium sources that are out there. These can give your body much better nutrition as you age. Some examples are spinach, kale, collard greens, and other dark leafy greens. These foods are high in calcium, magnesium, etc. You can find a lot of these nutrients. With these minerals, you can keep your balance and strength. They work together to make your arteries and bones stronger, and even your nervous system calmer. A lot of people put themselves in danger by ignoring these greens. Other options are small fish like sardines and canned salmon, which have calcium in their bones and can be eaten like food. Omega-3 fatty acids, which are found in these fish, are also a kind of hidden weapon against inflammation. Heart disease and gout are both caused by inflammation, which is often hard to see. When eaten every day, these fish can protect your heart, knees, and brain health in ways that milk alone could never do. A tablespoon of chia seeds, on the other hand, has the same amount of calcium as a half glass of milk. This can help your bones, joints, and overall health. It might look like chia seeds are small, but they have this much calcium in them. Additionally, sesame seeds are a great source, especially when they are made into tahini. In addition to calcium, these seeds have good fats that keep your body smooth from the inside out. An amazing thing about almonds is that they give you calcium, fiber, protein, and vitamins all at the same time. Beans, lentils, and chickpeas are examples of legumes that can help keep your blood sugar levels in check. This is important because as we age, low calcium levels make insulin less sensitive, and then there's fortified tofu and plant milks, which are both meant to fill in the holes left by other foods. You should think of your body as a building site that needs constant and careful maintenance if you want to do well as you get older. You need more than milk to keep your body healthy. You should be sure of yourself and say, "No, I will take care of my health." Your health is your power, and calcium does a lot more than just build bones. The next time someone tells you to just drink more milk, you should stand up and say it. A master regulator in your body is in charge of keeping the chemical and electrical balance that affects your health as a whole in check. The majority of your calcium is stored in your bones, which work a lot like a bank in that you regularly pay and withdraw money. For those who don't get enough calcium from their food, their bodies will take calcium from their bones without them knowing. This will weaken your bones over time, which can cause serious health issues like osteoporosis and broken bones. When you're older, these kinds of injuries aren't just a bother, they're major losses that take away your freedom and shorten your life. But calcium is useful for a lot more than just bones. Calcium is important for muscle health because it tells your muscles how to contract and relax properly, which is needed for everything from blinking your eyes to moving your arms. If you don't get enough calcium, your muscles will cramp, get weak, and not be able to respond. This will make you more likely to fall and slow down your recovery. Your heart beats more than 100,000 times a day, so it needs calcium to keep beating in a rhythm. Your heart is the hardest working muscle in your body. Calcium controls how heart muscle cells tighten and relax. If calcium levels are off, it can cause problems with the heart's rhythm that could be life-threatening. Calcium is also important for the nerves and brain. Calcium acts as a messenger in nerve cells, helping the brain think of ideas, remember things, and control movements. If you don't get enough calcium, you might feel numb, tingly, and lose your ability to think clearly. Your nerve system is already under a lot of stress from getting older, and not getting enough calcium will make things worse. As you age, The chemicals that keep calcium levels stable become less sensitive to both your kidneys and your bones. In addition, your kidneys become less able to receive calcium. Older people are more likely to be calcium deficient because they eat less and avoid dairy products because they are intolerant. Still, you can't choose how much calcium you get. Every day you have to fight between what your body needs and what you eat. Not getting enough calcium will make you weaker, less mentally clear, and less able to do things on your own. For many years, milk has been suggested as an easy way to build strong bones, but the truth is more involved than that. Millions of people around the world, mostly older people, have trouble digesting lactose. This can cause unpleasant symptoms that make it hard to eat enough food. It has been shown that saturated fats, like the ones in milk, raise the risk of heart disease and cholesterol. A lot of the time, sugar is added to low-fat or non-fat milks, and important vitamins that dissolve in fat are lost. This makes these milks less healthy. Being able to adapt is important for getting older, but a lot of people still drink milk because they're used to it. Dark leafy greens, sardines, and plant milks that have been fortified with calcium are all great ways to get calcium that have fewer side effects and more health benefits, like fiber, vitamins, and fats that are good for your heart. There was never any intention for milk to be a cure-all. It was made for kids, not people who plan to live a long time. Now is the time to look at old habits and find new ones that are better suited to your body's changing needs. Along with having more calcium than milk, dark leafy greens also have magnesium and vitamin K, which help the body absorb calcium into bones and keep arteries clear. In addition, these greens contain vitamins that protect your eyes from the damage that comes with getting older. This will help you stay independent. They help your body absorb calcium and process food better by feeding good bacteria. This is different from milk, which can make digestion problems worse for people who can't handle lactose. You need to eat veggies for your health and energy, even though they take work to make and might taste strange at first. Fish with bones that you can eat, like sardines and canned salmon, are high in calcium and omega-3 fatty acids, which help lower inflammation, protect your heart and brain, and keep your joints and heart healthy. These fish are great for seniors because they are cheap, easy to cook, and good for the environment. Almond, soy, and oat milk are all plant-based milks that contain calcium. These milks don't have any lactose or heavy fat in them, and vitamin D and E are often added to them to help the skin and immune system stay healthy. They are safe for the earth, can be used in a lot of different recipes, and are also very flexible. Fermented soy foods are things like tofu and tempeh. These foods are very good for you because they have a lot of calcium, protein, and good bugs that help your body digest food and keep muscles strong. For seniors, these foods are great because they are easy to digest and can be used in a lot of different meals. To keep from losing muscle mass as we age, protein becomes more and more important. Soy protein has been shown to lower cholesterol and improve heart health. It has been shown that eating tofu and tempeh can help keep your bones strong, muscles strong, and general health good. It's not possible for one thing to give you all the calcium you need as you age. Eat a variety of foods, like dark leafy greens, fish with bones, fortified plant milks, and fermented soy products, to keep your bones, lungs, heart, brain, and digestive system healthy. You will be able to live a strong, independent, and full of life with this. There is never a bad time to make changes to your food to meet your body's changing needs. Not only should you let go of old ideas about calcium, but you should also choose foods that work together to make you strong and resilient. You are in charge of your health journey, and if you make the right choices, you will be healthy for a long time. This is the time to go beyond the usual advice of just drinking milk, now that we know more about how important calcium is for your whole body, from your bones and muscles to your heart and brain. Milk isn't the best choice for many older people anymore. People who are getting older often have problems with lactose intolerance. If you have this condition, it can be hard to digest milk, which can cause uncomfortable symptoms like gas, cramps, and diarrhea. Aside from making you feel uncomfortable, these symptoms make it harder for you to eat, absorb nutrients, and have energy in general. If milk makes you feel bad, you should know that there are many other calcium-rich foods that are better for your health and won't hurt you. First, let's talk about dark leafy greens. These are natural calcium powerhouses that are often missed or written off as health food because they are hard to cook or don't taste good enough. Greens are things like collard greens, spinach, beet greens, and kale. 1 cup of cooked collard greens has more calcium than 1 cup of milk. Still, these greens are good for you in more ways than one. They are made with magnesium and vitamin K, 2 nutrients that work together to send calcium to the right places in your body. This keeps calcium from going to your arteries, where it could do damage. This balance of nutrients is important because calcium doesn't work by itself. Your body needs a balance of nutrients to make good use of calcium. A lot of antioxidants, like lutein and zeaxanthin, are found in these veggies. These protect your eyes from age-related diseases, like macular degeneration and cataracts. Dark leafy greens are good for your eyes and bones, and they also help your stomach, which slows down as you get older. As you get older, keeping your eyesight in good shape is important for staying independent and enjoying life. Because they have fiber, they feed the good bacteria in your stomach, which makes digestion better and helps your body absorb calcium and other nutrients better. If you don't want to deal with the stomach problems that can come from lactose intolerance, choose veggies instead of dairy products. Some older people don't eat greens because they don't know what they are or because they are hard to make, but eating greens every day is an important part of staying strong and resilient. Greens can be sautéed, made into smoothies, added to soups, or mixed with stews, among other ways to cook them. The more you eat them, the more likely it is that you'll enjoy eating certain vegetables. Next, think about fish with bones that you can eat, like salmon and sardines in a can. These little fish have a lot of calcium in them, and the calcium is in a form that is easy for your body to receive. The weak bones in sardines and salmon let calcium into your body when you eat them. This is different from milk, which can make it hard to absorb calcium. Also, these fish are full of omega-3 fatty acids, which are important fats that help fight inflammation. Heart disease, arthritis, and cognitive loss are just a few of the health problems that are made worse by inflammation. Getting enough omega-3 fatty acids is good for your brain because they help you remember things and lower your risk of getting diseases like Alzheimer's. Additionally, they ease joint pain and stiffness, making it possible to move around without any trouble. Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart because they lower triglycerides, help keep your blood pressure in a healthy range, and keep your arteries open. These perks are very important because as you get older, your risk of heart disease goes up. 2 great things about sardines and canned salmon are that they are cheap and easy to get. Many older people worry about how much it costs and how much work it takes to eat healthy. However, tinned salmon is not only cheap, but it's also full of nutrients and easy to make. You can eat it by itself, or add it to a salad, pasta, or pizza after taking the lid off the can. Neither special cooking skills nor special tools are needed. Furthermore, these smaller fish are often better for the environment than bigger fish. This means that you are helpful for both your health and the environment. Fortified plant-based milks, like almond, soy, or oat milk, are great options if you have trouble handling dairy but still want something that tastes like milk. These milks don't have any lactose in them, and they often have extra calcium, vitamin D, and vitamin E added to them. As we age, our skin makes less vitamin D from the sun. Since vitamin D is a key part of absorbing calcium, this is especially important for seniors. Vitamin E keeps your skin and cells from breaking down by using its antioxidant qualities. There are unsaturated fats in plant-based milks that are good for the heart, while fatty fats in dairy products can raise cholesterol levels and make you more likely to get heart disease. Plant-based milks are very different and come in a lot of tastes, from vanilla and chocolate to ones that aren't sweetened. In addition to being healthier, plant-based milks are better for the environment than dairy milks. This means that choosing them also helps the environment. They can be used in the same ways as regular milk, like in coffee, drinks, cereals, and baking. This makes it easy to get enough calcium in your daily life without bothering your digestive system. Not only is moving to fortified plant-based milks a healthy choice for your diet, it's also a way to honor your body's changing needs and become more comfortable with a healthier way of life. Fermented soy products, like tempeh and tofu, are another source of calcium that gets little attention but is very good for you. They have been an important part of Asian meals for a very long time. They are full of healthy nutrients like calcium, protein, and many different minerals that are very important for your body. Because of the fermentation process, these foods are easier to digest. The process also makes minerals more available and calcium easier for your body to receive. Fermented soy also has good bugs in it that keep your gut healthy, which is important as you get older because digestion slows down. Tofu, especially when made with calcium sulfate, can have as much calcium as a cup of milk. And even though tempeh has a slightly lower calcium level, eating it regularly can still give you a lot of it. Both of these foods have a lot of high-quality plant protein, which is important for keeping your muscles strong and growing as you age. Both are great places to get energy from plants. This works to stop sarcopenia, a normal loss of muscle that can make it harder to move around and do things on your own. Lowering LDL cholesterol and improving blood vessel function are two other ways that soy protein has been linked to better heart health. This lowers the chance of cardiovascular disease. You can also use tofu and tempeh in a lot of different ways in the kitchen. Tofu can be scrambled like eggs, blended into smoothies, or added to soups and stews that are already made because it has a mild taste and falls apart easily. For stir-fries, burgers, and even as a replacement for bacon, tempeh is a great choice because it has a stronger texture and a flavor that tastes like nuts. As you get older, these different calcium sources, dark leafy greens, fish with bones that you can eat, fortified plant-based milks, and fermented soy, work together to help your bones, muscles, heart, brain, and stomach. Their variety helps keep meals interesting and healthy, which is especially helpful for older people who may get bored with the same diets or don't have the time or energy to cook. There is no one food that can give your body all the nutrients it needs, but these choices, along with a varied and well-balanced diet, will help you keep your health, energy, and independence for many years to come. This method takes into account both the fact that your body's needs change over time and the fact that diet is more complicated than old suggestions. Don't forget that taking care of your health is your job and choice. You can give yourself the strength to live a strong and graceful life by eating these calcium-rich foods instead of thinking that milk is the only thing you should eat. It's never too late to make changes to your diet and way of life if you want to do well as a senior. The choices you make today will affect how strong you are and how good your life will be in the future. As we continue to learn more about calcium and the important role it plays in your health, it is important to remember that changing your food is only one part of making changes. You also have to make up your mind to change. Some older people are sure that milk is the only source of calcium because it is what most people do, and it is something that is known to be true. The satisfaction you feel could become a trap that keeps you from looking for better solutions that fit your body's continuously changing needs. Being able to adapt is a normal part of getting older, and when it comes to your diet, being flexible is your best friend. To reach this goal, you need to be able to adapt. Breaking old habits takes courage, but the rewards are huge: more energy, less pain, and a body that helps you be independent. There are a lot of different calcium sources in the world of nutrition today, not just dairy. Dark leafy greens, like kale, collard greens, spinach, and turnip greens, are not just a side dish. They are full of calcium, magnesium, and vitamin K, and are very good for you. The result of these nutrients working together makes sure that calcium goes to where it should be in your bones and not into your arteries, where it could do damage. This balance is important because calcium doesn't do everything by itself. Your body needs a lot of different nutrients to keep everything running smoothly. These veggies contain antioxidants, like lutein and zeaxanthin, that protect your eyes from age-related damage, like cataracts and macular degeneration. They also help your health in other ways. A lot of older people don't eat these veggies because they look strange or are hard to cook. However, if you get creative, they could become a fun part of your meals. You can live your life to the fullest and on your own if your eyes are healthy. You can make them taste great by adding them to stews and soups, making drinks with your favorite fruits, or sautéing them with garlic and olive oil. Making these greens a normal part of your diet will not only help your bones, but it will also help the rest of your body. Fiber helps your digestion because it makes it easier for your body to receive nutrients. It does this by feeding the good bacteria in your gut. Making this simple change could help with bloating, pain, and other stomach problems that are often caused by lactose intolerance or eating a lot of dairy products. Seafood with bones that can be eaten, like sardines and canned salmon, come in close second. These little fish have a lot of calcium in them, and the calcium is in a form that is easy for your body to receive. Eating these fish every day also gives you omega-3 fatty acids, which help lower inflammation. Many health problems that come with getting older, like heart disease, arthritis, and memory loss, are caused by inflammation. Omega-3 fatty acids are good for brain health because they help keep memories sharp and lower the chance of getting Alzheimer's. They also make your joints more comfortable and mobile, which lets you live a more busy and independent life. One great thing about sardines and dried salmon is that they are cheap and easy to put away, because they lower dangerous triglycerides, help keep blood pressure normal, and keep your arteries open. Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart. All of these things are important to think about if you want to keep your heart healthy as you age. Many older people worry about how much it costs and how much work it takes to eat healthy. However, tinned salmon is not only cheap, but it's also full of nutrients and easy to make. You can eat it straight from the can, mix it with spaghetti, sauté it with vegetables, or spread it on toast, among other things. It's great for days when you don't feel like cooking or don't have the right tools. Choosing these fish is also good for sustainability because they are lower on the food chain and reproduce quickly, which lessens the damage that bigger species that have been overfished do to the environment. If milk makes your stomach hurt, plant-based milks like almond, soy, and oat milk that have been fortified are great options. These milks don't have any lactose in them, and they often have extra calcium, vitamin D, and vitamin E added to them. Getting enough vitamin D is especially important for older people because their skin makes less of it as they age. This vitamin helps your body absorb calcium better and keeps your defense system strong. Vitamin E is an antioxidant that keeps your skin and cells from getting hurt by both getting older and the stress of the outside world. Dairy products have saturated fats that can raise cholesterol and make you more likely to get heart disease. Plant-based milks, on the other hand, have unsaturated fats that are good for you. There are a lot of different tastes and types of plant-based milks, like chocolate, vanilla, sweetened, and unsweetened. This means you can use them in many different ways, like in coffee, smoothies, cereals, and baking. If you move to these milks, you can get calcium without having the stomach problems that come with lactose intolerance. You will also get vitamins and fats that are good for your heart, which are extra benefits. You will be better for your health and the health of the earth by making this change. This is because plant-based milks usually are better for the environment than cow milks. Lastly, let's look into what fermented soy goods like tofu and tempeh could do. Consuming these foods has been popular in Asian cultures for a long time. They are good for your health and contain a lot of nutrients. Fermenting foods makes them easier to digest and makes more nutrients available. This makes it easier for your body to receive calcium and protein molecules. Some types of tofu, especially those made with calcium sulfate, can have the same amount of calcium as a cup of milk. Even though it has a slightly lower calcium level, eating tempeh regularly is still a good way to get a lot of Tofu and tempeh are both great plant-based sources of high-quality protein, which is important for keeping your muscle mass and power as you age. This is a very important part of staying mobile and independent. Tofu and tempeh not only have calcium and protein, but they also have good bugs that help keep your gut healthy, which is something that usually gets worse with age. If the gut is healthy, it's easier to digest food, absorb nutrients, and fight off sickness. These soy products also have important minerals in them, like iron, calcium, potassium, and B vitamins. These things all have different effects on how muscles work, how healthy bones are, how much energy you have, and how well you can think. For your overall health, adding tofu and tempeh to your diet can help you make meal plans that are not only well balanced, but also full of nutrients.
You can use tofu and tempeh instead of meat in a lot of different ways. Tofu's mild taste and soft texture make it easy to use in a lot of different meals. You can scramble it like eggs, blend it into drinks, add it to soups, or grill and bake it. Tempeh is great for many dishes, like stir-fries, sandwiches, salads, and even as a replacement for bacon, because it has a more substantial texture and a unique nutty flavor. Their versatility makes it easy to keep your meals interesting and healthy, especially if you don't have much time or energy to cook. If you are a senior and want to eat a healthy, calcium-rich diet, you don't have to rely on just one food or follow old advice. To keep your
bones, muscles, heart, brain, and stomach healthy, you should eat a lot of nutrient-dense foods like fermented soy products, dark leafy greens, fish with bones that can be eaten, and fortified plant-based milks. The nutrients in these foods work together to help you stay healthy. This way of doing things takes into account how your body's needs change over time and lets you live a strong, independent life. Even though change can be hard to make, every little step you take builds the foundation for your long-term health and energy. Now that you know there are many calcium-rich foods besides milk, it's time to put it all together and look into how you can make a diet that is both healthy and sustainable. This will help your bones, muscles, heart, brain, and overall health well into your senior years. What's true is that there is no one food or drug that can give you everything you need. As a complicated system, your body needs three things to work well: variety, balance, and consistency. Calcium can be found in dark leafy greens, fish with bones that can be eaten, fortified plant milks, and fermented soy foods like tempeh and tofu. These all work together to make you stronger from the inside out. First, think of your body as a building site that needs to be regularly cleaned up. These nutrients each provide a unique set of nutrients that work well together to improve your health in more ways than one, such as avoiding fractures. Your bones are like the base of a house. They need regular care and the right materials to stay strong. Calcium is the main part, but it needs other parts like magnesium, vitamin K, vitamin D, and protein to do its job well. Green leafy vegetables should be a big part of your diet because they have a lot of these good things for you in them. When you eat fish like sardines or salmon in a can, you get calcium that is easy for your body to absorb and omega-3 fatty acids that protect your heart and brain and reduce inflammation. Fortified plant milks have calcium and vitamin D added to them without lactose or fatty fats. This makes them a good choice for people who can't or don't want to eat dairy products. Calcium, protein, and good bugs are all found in fermented soy products. These are good for the health of your muscles and digestive system. By eating these meals together on a daily basis, you can build a strong nutritional team that feeds your whole body. When you are making changes to your food, it is also important to be open to new ideas and be flexible. Getting older often means having to change long-standing habits, which can be hard to do. On the other hand, remember that every little change you make today will make tomorrow better and stronger. You should start by adding one new calcium-rich food at a time, and you should try new foods that you enjoy. Adding spinach to your favorite smoothie, sautéing kale with garlic and olive oil, or adding tofu cubes to a hearty soup are all great ways to eat more veggies. You can add canned sardines to a salad or sandwich, or you can have a glass of almond milk that has been made healthier with your breakfast. You will get used to these meals over time because they will help keep your bones strong and your body healthy. Additionally, you should never forget how much your mental health can affect your physical health. Maybe you will see a big difference if you think of your food as a fun way to take care of yourself instead of a job. You should be kind to yourself when change takes a while to happen, and you should enjoy your wins, even if they are small. How you age is a process of adaptation, and the choices you make during your life can change how it goes. If you regularly put in the work, your strength, balance, and ability to think clearly will all get better. You will also have more freedom in your daily life. Last but not least, remember that calcium is good for more than just bones. It changes how muscles work, how fast the heart beats, how nerve impulses are sent, and how cells are balanced generally. When you eat a range of foods that are high in calcium and other minerals that are good for you, your body can work together without any problems. This all-around method will help you live your last years with honor, vitality, and happiness, while protecting you from injuries like falls, broken bones, memory loss, and long-term illnesses. So you should be happy and stand tall. Choosing foods that feed your body and mind is something you can do to take care of your health. You shouldn't hold on to old ideas like milk is the only solution. Instead, you should be open to all the options that nature gives you. Whether you're talking about the bright greens from your yard, the simple sardines from a can, the creamy plant-based milk, or the many used soy products, they're all building blocks that will help you stay strong for a long time. Don't forget that starting this road is never too late. With every choice you make today that is based on purpose, your bones will get stronger, your muscles will get more energy, your heart will stay stable, and your mind will get sharper. You have the power to live your life to the fullest and on your own, savoring every moment with the grace and strength you possess. You deserve the best for your body, and if you eat foods that are high in calcium and keep a good attitude, you will be able to stay healthy for many years. That you have decided to walk with me on this path to better health makes me happy. These videos can help other people learn about the health benefits of calcium that go beyond milk, so please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share them. Let's raise a glass to your strength, health, and hopefully bright future.